In some cases of evolutionary throwback, the genetic chain of command sometimes forgets to continue onwards in their evolutionary reenactment, leaving some babies with actual tails. These caudal appendages, as they are called, form at the lower lumbar area and are generally hairless, although most of these cases are immediately removed by surgeons in order to protect the families from adverse ridicule. In some third world countries where surgery is unavailable, the children quickly adapt to their tails and live out normal lives. It is interesting to note that in some of these cases the tail wags during moments of excitation. The embryonic human has the tail as well. In the 3rd month of gestation, the spinal cord extends through the entire length of the embryo. With increasing age, the vertebral column and dura mater lengthen more rapidly than the neural tube. The caudal end of the spinal cord shifts to a higher level of the vertebral canal. There is a hypothesis that those who descend from the reptilian gods, such as Quetzalcoatl, had an Rh-negative blood factor. They actually postulate that Quetzalcoatl was a Viking, sole survivor of a sea exploration, or a Celtic person from a tribe of Dana, who descended from the ancient Anunnaki. Your Rh status describes whether or not you have a protein on the surface of red blood cells. If you don't have the Rh factor, you're considered Rh negative. If you have it, you're Rh positive. About 85% of people are Rh positive, though it varies by race. For African Americans, about 90 to 95% are Rh positive, and for Asians, the figure is 98 to 99%. Rh negative blood types are very rare, and it is considered a mutation of unknown origin which happened in Europe about 25 to 35,000 years ago. This group of people with high percentage of Rh negative blood were known as the Basques. They spread heavily into the area of what is now Spain, England, Ireland, and other parts of Europe. In more than 98% of cases, the red blood cell incompatibility involves the rhesus or Rh negative factor, so the disease is known as the rhesus disease or Rh disease. Although the exact percentage varies with race, 15% of the United States population is Rh negative and 85% is Rh positive. Rh negative women with an Rh negative partner are at risk of spontaneous miscarriage and other fetus rejection events. Rh negative women and men have several unusual traits that Rh positives don't. Some call them reptilian traits. Some are born with the tail or caudal appendage as mentioned earlier. Other Rh negative reptilian traits include unusually low body temperature, lower than normal blood pressure, higher mental analytical abilities, higher negative ion shielding from positive charged viruses and bacteria around the body, high sensitivity to EM and ELF fields, hypervision, and other senses. The research of R. Frank from the University of Iowa suggests that the Basques were far advanced in navigational skills and other aspects of technology long before the rise of the Roman Empire. The Basques, she believes, are the last remnants of the megalith builders who left behind dolmens, standing stones, and other rock structures all across Europe and perhaps even in eastern North America. Two facts set the Basque peoples apart from the other Europeans who have dominated the continent for the past 3,000 years. The Basque language is distinctly different, and the Basques have the highest recorded level of Rh negative blood, roughly twice that of most Europeans, as well as substantially lower levels of type B blood and a higher incidence of type O blood. Some of the technological feats accomplished by the Basques or their ancestors include Stonehenge and similar megalithic structures, a unique system of measurement based on the number 7 instead of 10, 12, or 60, regular visits to North America long before Columbus to fish and to trade for beaver skins, and the invention of a sophisticated navigational device called an abacus, though it had no relation to the common abacus. The Rh negative blood factor is yet another plausible point in the reptilian case. This blood type alone has many reptilian traits. The story of the Basque people and their incredible feats throughout history mirrors the Anunnaki bloodline theme once again.